Namaste everyone. Very, very nice to see you all here. Already, it feels so joyful for me to meet all of you here. The reason why we are here, is already so joyful. I sometimes feel that truth is like love much more than like arithmetic or logic or anything else. No? Like those who have experienced love deeply or who have gone deep in love, they know that it comes with so much difficulties and challenges, no, and still it is worth, no. In the similar way, I find that knowing the truth comes with so much more challenges actually, in a way, and still it is worth. It's totally worth actually. I wanted to say this to you. Like anybody who has started living the truth, even if they are in their worst state of being, they never want to go back to the previous state. Never. None, not a single being said that I want to go back to the previous state. No? Like what is there? Like this. So very happy. I'm just expressing my joy, happiness of meeting all of you for the for the living of truth, for the discovery of truth. It's just so joyful. I feel like mentioning here one of the I liked this book, no, one of my favorite book, which is a Russian book. It's by Rasul Gamzatov. The name of the book is My Dagestan, because he was from Dagestan. In the book, in the beginning, he says that in place of preface, about prefaces. He says like this. So he says that I'm not going to tell you a long, boring preface in the beginning of the book, hoping that later on the book will catch up and it will become interesting for you. No. Then he says that it is said that if you cannot hold or stop a running bull by its horn, forget about stopping it by its tail. No? I like this very much actually somehow. In the direction of truth, in the direction of knowing ourselves, the very beginning is so joyful. And if it is not, I feel something is not okay. It's not like a hard work we are doing together. Oh my God, I have to do sadhana, satsang every day. It's not like this really. It's the highest joy actually. Why I'm saying like this, I don't mean that it is not highest joy for you. But I feel sometimes highlighting these things helps a lot. That's why I'm speaking like this. Recognize, this is your highest joy already. Then why to focus on the difficulties? Why not to focus on the joy that you have for discovering the truth? Why you have this joy? From where this joy is coming? Think about it a little bit and you will be surprised. It is already coming from an unknown place of being, from the depth of being. No? And yet we feel we want to honor it. We are honoring it already. Why you honor this? Think about it again. You will be surprised again. Like the truth of who we are is already so intimate, and we know in some way this truth of who we are, and we are honoring the intuition from there already. No, or not? It's so already one. It's just that the thoughts of the mind are too noisy. Like like it's too noisy that in that noise we are not able to hear, feel, live the music of our own being. I invite you to live this music of our being right now. It doesn't require anything to be done at our end. That play the music or change the no, nothing. Only one thing: be attentive, receptive, having value for it, listening to it. Only this much. No? Beloved is singing a song in our heart already. We can just listen to it and be happy. What is this song that beloved is singing? This is what I call the most subtle vibration in the being, no? In ourself, no? In our energies. The most subtle vibration in our energies is that song which beloved is singing. And you will not find two hands. It is a one hand clapping. It's a soundless sound. Right now it is true. I am living it. You are very welcome to join me to live this song where the beloved is singing in silence. But it is very loud actually, not silence like we cannot hear it. No, it's so loud that you won't be able to hear the noise of the mind today, right now, if you plug into this silence in this song of the beloved, no? In our heart. No? So this is the presence of the beloved in our heart, this subtlemost vibration, this sense of joy. This is that presence of the beloved in our heart already. It's a very simple truth, very immediate, but it is true. There was one Urdu poetry in which it said that I have fixed the picture of my beloved in my own heart. So whenever necessary, I'll just lower my head and I'm able to see. Just let us learn to lower our head. That's all, no? Because our head is kind of having some inflexibility issues. No, it has become too frozen. No, we need to maybe do some exercise a little bit to learn to lower our head a little bit. No? Because when our head is not lowered, not relaxed, it just hears the sound of the sounds created by the thoughts only. No, it is not able to hear the sound, less sound. You know, I don't mean that lower your head. I mean lower your attention. Let your attention relax into your heart. No, that's all You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Lower your head is a symbolic way, or like metaphorical way of saying something. If we try to enter into this silence of the being, into this song of the beloved in our own heart, we cannot, because we will be trying to do something that time. But if we slip out of the mind, then we are already here. No? The very effort of trying to enter into our own heart is keeping us outside. So this song of the beloved in our heart is absolutely uninterrupted, continuously there, continuously. There is no time of the day, no time in the night when it is not there. No, it's just there all the time. Whenever we feel tired, we feel tired also. We feel confused also. We feel broken. We feel, like this. Let us connect, hook. Let us hook ourselves into to this song. Let's just listen to it. It kind of is going to wash away. It just washes away all that in Hindi we call santap, like a I don't know santap is this trauma or something like like a feeling of being defeated or for a long time, feeling of being disturbed, tortured by something, life. Like all of this just washes away. And our attachment to the mind and our attachment to the sense of thinker and sense of identity is going to keep us in that oh, I have to solve some problem, I have to do something important there. But I'm inviting you, if possible, slip out of it right now into this song of the beloved. The actual factual challenges of life will still be there, but all the sense of struggle, the santap, santap, it will just not be there anymore. A refreshed, joyful, rejuvenated being we will become. No? Like, this is accessible to all of us immediately and always. We just have to learn to sit, to come back into our own heart, no? Where the beloved is singing, no? All the time. Well, it doesn't have many sounds like a orchestra, but the one sound it has is so sweet, like so very, very, very sweet that you would give up all the fascinations for different sounds created by the mind and body, for it. Once you will develop taste for this sound of the song of the beloved, soundless sound, which is inside our own heart. It is a alive thing. It's a real thing. It's not an imagination. No? So thank you. I just felt to live with all of you this. It is so nice, no? Mm, why to wait? Why to not start with the best already? I don't know if this will be useful in any way, but a feeling is here to tell you this story that there was a man who had very strange kind of problems in the body mind, which were not healed by any medicine and treatment. Then some wise being said to him that actually your problems cannot be healed by medicines and things like this. They are something else. The man said, okay, then what to do? Like, how it will be solved? No? He said that you should eat only prasad. It will heal like this. He said, meaning I have to go to the temple, no, every day, but they give little bit prasad only, no. Then the wise man said, that's the thing, and that you have to figure it out now, what to do about it. But just eat prasad, and it will heal your problems. He had a genuine need, and he was interested. He found a way. Now he started cooking at home, meaning he used to cook food, going to restaurant, anything, anywhere, eating. He started offering it to the Lord first. And it becomes a prasad now. Now anything he was eating whole day was a prasad. You know what I mean? And he somehow understood the meaning of this wise man, what the wise man was saying. That trauma and that lot of disturbances and many things which are not healed and understood by our mind and personal way of healing things, no? Which are not physical, mental or emotional. No? They are basically a call in a way that the grace will take care of it now. Allow, like we have to allow something like this. I don't know why, but this feeling came to share this truth with you. It's so simple actually. If I can offer everything that I eat to the Lord, whoever my Lord is, my Guru or any other Lord I know, hey, I offer this to you before I eat. Like you first, and I eat. Then it becomes a prasad for me. There are ways, but we cannot force. We have to learn. So thank you, beloved. Anybody please ask anything if you want.
Thank you so much for this beautiful start in today's satsang, and I feel there is this physical prasad, like food, physical, and is also very much the non-physical prasad I feel, which I feel very much is offered and provided here in satsang. And it feels it's very much up to me how much I'm taking of this prasad. And it's in the lines of what you said in the beginning with the music. It feels like there is a tuning in happening, like when satsang starts, or hopefully maybe before satsang, to tune in, come in the wavelength, in the tune of satsang. And I feel it's very much related, that the more I'm able to tune in to myself, and then to satsang, the more I can eat.
More I can?
I can eat prasad,
Eat,
which is offered here.
Yes.
So it's very much on me to take what is offered.
Tuning in is a very good analogy or good language, no? Very good way of saying tuning in, like, connecting, trying to connect. It's very, like there is something that we have to do also. It's not that, mm, it is not that grace cannot do everything, or the flow of existence cannot do everything. It can, if we let go completely. If we don't do anything at all, neither for the spiritual work nor for the practical life or social life. If we completely let go, then the flow of existence, the grace of God can do everything and will do everything also. But during the time when we are still taking care of our life and everything, spiritual life and social life, that time we also have to do something. That is tuning in. No? That is tuning in. No? Because uh, we think that there are different kind of lives for different kind of people given by the source. It's not true. Same exact same life given to everyone. There's just one life. There are not many lives. It is just what we connect to, what we tune into, like what frequency we tune into. That's just making the whole difference. For someone who is so blissful and able to use everything of the practical life to their bliss, no? To their advantage, or someone who is pulled into being a person continuously also. The other, the wrong frequency in a way, incorrect frequency in a way. No? So that tuning in is really very useful understanding, I feel, useful way. What seems to happen is that um, as if something we have to do also, not that only the source has to do everything. Source is doing almost everything, and yet we have to do something. That something is that without, because of ignorance, because of not knowing the truth of life, we register, and we have to do something about it. I'm talking about understanding. I'm not talking about surrender. Please understand. I'm not saying that surrender. I'm saying understand. Let us understand. No? Why we also have to do something, or why the other, the higher, our higher self or the source has also there. Like why, why this is so confusing. You know what I mean? Like it looks like either I should be able to do everything or let the source do everything. No, it looks confusing to us because of our point of view. Because that higher source and who we are not two things. They are absolutely one thing at all times. All times it is just one thing. They are not two things. It is just our point of view which is giving us the impression that I am separate from the source, or source is something separate from me. It is the source only which is trying to, in us as us also trying to, remove the resistance, do the fine tuning in a way, tuning in also. It is like this really. That's why it totally makes sense for us to make effort also. Not be lost in the philosophy that, no, I will not do anything. Let the source do everything. So it also is fine that, okay, I will not do anything in the direction of awakening. Let the source do everything. But when the source does something, that time also you don't do anything then, no? Because we do something, we resist to it. No? That resist is doing or not. So then don't resist also then, you know. Or if you feel, no, I have to do something, meaning I'm not going to let go, then understand, be more conscious. So that we do what helps us tune in to the source, to the existence. Because mm, any seed who fights with the weather, who goes against the nature of the soil, you know, who hates the sunlight and the water, cannot grow. No? Do you see what I mean? We are the seed. The grace is that light. Our sense of existence is that soil. You know, in which that seed of consciousness will grow and will know the ultimate truth. No? So, yeah, this is the thing.
And I feel with this tuning in, it brings me also to the present moment, where in the present moment the soil is, and the seed is, and the weather is. And I feel earlier in Satsang, it was like there are these jokes like I'm asking for a friend when you're actually asking for yourself. It was more like this, I have buckets with me in Satsang, and I take some rain, and I take some soil, and I take some sunlight, and I take it home with me, and when it fits for me, I do my own little garden at home. And it might be still a sweet, nice garden, but it's not the real thing, I feel. And it very much is more and more clear that I can only have prasad here. Here, not in the sense of this location right now, or not even satsang. It's here. It doesn't have to have the name satsang to be here. It's easier in satsang, but it's still here. And then here is the soil, here is the seed, here is the weather, here something can happen. Just here.
Oh yes, yes. If I have to answer respond to you, I would say like this: that we all are we all are a actual seed, you know, and the our truth, our source is our roots also, soil also, and providing the environment in which we will grow also. That environment is this, as you said, this moment, or this, no, this present moment is that environment. No? It is true. It is the will of the source that we, the seed, should grow, no, and flower. No? But also there is something in between. That something is being lost in thoughts, daydreaming, dreaming, not living, only thinking. No, there is something in between. That something is which is not helping in many ways, you know. So let us try to understand the sense of suffering that happens to us. Sense of suffering basically is a sense of discontentment, that I want to do something and not able to. You know, it's like a complaint from ourselves in a way, that I want to achieve something, do something, and not able to. You know, I'm not talking about superficial level of complaint where we feel that I wanted to build a company and I could not, or things like this. Not like that. You know, a deep sense. So that deep sense basically is who is suffering in that. The one who want to be happy, the one who want to grow, no? That is suffering or no? When that one knows clearly that I am suffering, then it will not suffer. How? Because it will know how I am suffering and how I will stop suffering. No? Internally it knows so simply. No? It doesn't have to think about these things. No? Like what you were saying, for example, that okay, being in the present gives me something, like it makes me prosperous, it makes me rich in a way, like I grow, I become more in a way, I live more, I know more, no? And I feel happy. So this is what I want, you know. And the opposite version, other version, where I think lost in the thoughts, daydreaming, nothing happens, time is spent. Oh, I don't like this. So this is how we are learning or not? When we are trying to understand that where I am missing, that time are we using the same tool through which we miss, that is thinking, or are we using the tool through which we don't miss, that is being present, being in the present, and looking or seeing or being, and seeing through the being clearly that okay, like what I call one seeing and one being, like bringing everything into one light of being. That is what is necessary. That is what is the present moment. Like not leaving it to a process, and not denying that if a process might be required, but bringing all the pieces of the jigsaw into one onto one table, turning on one light, and being a one seer of it. That okay, let's see what, like, so that the whole thing can make a sense now. That okay, what is going on here? Because in the beginning it may look like being unhappy is the problem, being happy is the solution. And we may continue shifting like this temporarily for a long time until we realize that no, being unhappy is not the problem. Not being able to continue being happy is the problem. Meaning this temporariness is the problem. I want something permanent. No? Like this we grow slowly. No? Then we don't feel so much attachment for the temporary happiness now, and we don't feel so much repulsion from the temporary unhappiness also. We feel like I want to use it like a like I want to do research. Let me see what happens. So these things are just felt like sharing with you. I hope that they are connected in a way.
Very much. Thank you.
Always we should check about whenever we talking about unhappiness or suffering, that always we should check how urgent it is for us. No? Because as if life is offering us different packages for different urgency levels. No? Like like super urgent right now. So then this moment, present moment is the package for those for whom it is super urgent. No? And then when it is less urgent, then it goes through different routes. We all are going to come to truth only one day, no? Because really all the rivers are flowing towards ocean only. In the same way, all the beings are actually flowing towards the Supreme Being only and going to end up merging with the Supreme Being only one day, no? It's just about urgency. Is the existential speed of the existential flow fine to you? That is what it means to be happy. I'm very happy all the day, or every day I'm very happy. Like my desire for change and the speed of change that is brought to me by the through the flow of existence is matching. No? If not, then let's do something. If not, then either something can be done by me, by me who is not happy, or at least I can look deeply that nothing can be done. Then I can be happy again. No? But something can be done definitely. Like, meaning there is a solution or resolution or removal of suffering possible when identified nicely, properly, that okay, this is suffering or this is cause of suffering. Because in existence, suffering does not exist. Suffering is not the experience of existence. It is actually not experiencing the existence that we suffer. No? For whatever reason, we stopped. Yeah, the beloved is singing a song in my heart. But I have a question that what is the purpose of life? And I want to know that question, answer of that question first and attend this song later. No, maybe like that. Or something else, some other region. How about attending the song of the beloved in the heart, being happy, nourished by it, feeling strong, and then attending the question? Why we cannot have both the things together? No? Why to choose either or? Like, because this is our root, this is our truth. It's like you are saying that I'm not going to eat until I find the answer of this question. That's not going to help. No. Like, so there are different ways. We should be just more clear. Clarity helps more than anything else. Always. Always. Good. Thank you. Anna, you want to talk?
Namaste. Good
Namaste.
morning. I wanted to thank you first for my beautiful birthday prasad last week. I can tell a little bit what happened. And after satsang, like for 1 or 2 days, I was very irritated. Very, very irritated, which is something I did not feel actually for a long time with other people's bad habits or bad, how can I say, like with the not nice energy, which I was always tolerating a lot, too much maybe even. So I was very irritated first. And then after that, this feeling of self-sufficiency and the big self-love I could feel, and I realized that it was this karma yoga, this serving others and constantly being on disposal. Is also an avoidance, but it was very subconscious because it was kind of something that was very, very early learned or conditioned, but it's also avoidance. So I was enjoying it for a few days. Now there's this frustration is a bit back. So I wanted to ask if we can sit a little bit more, and so this self-love can deepen more.
See, the thing is very, very simple, really. We are trying to, and we are going to understand in different ways, different times. The thing is very, very simple, really. It's just that you are not allowing yourself to be yourself. That's all. For different reasons, like today is kind of too hot, okay. Today is kind of too warm, too cold. Today is like too noisy. Today, like, for some reason. And please understand, I'm very directly taking the liberty to directly speak to you that please understand that no regions are valid regions. If regions were valid, then it would be all right. That you would know that really, yes, it is necessary. I cannot relax as myself right now. But those regions are not really valid. It is just that it is our habit, long-lived habit, which is trying to find a support in the form of logic in the mind that because of this I cannot relax. I want to tell you that the more you relax, the better, efficient person you can be in any way and every way. Do whatever you want to do, but as yourself. It's not about what to do or not. It's about as what, like how relaxed and joyful I am. So we have a very fundamental block, like a knot inside, that I cannot relax as myself while I'm doing certain things or while I'm like this. Which is not really our individual mistake. It is a collective, part of the collective consciousness. But to transcend it is our individual responsibility in a way. Because you are suffering, no? Not the collective is suffering in one sense. In one sense it is, but now the collective has come to the level of you and saying that I don't want to suffer now. I want to get out of it now. What is getting out of the collective, no? Choosing individual joy over the collective experience of life, joy of our own being. So just this is just one thing really. And the more clear you will become, clarity is very important here. Don't try to force, understand. Like try to imagine, feel, think, do whatever you want. But just try to put yourself in different scenarios that okay, I'm doing this and not being myself, and doing this and being myself. What is the difference? And you will feel no, there is actually no difference in terms of my response to people or situations. But it is some kind of blind spot here I have that I'm choosing not to be myself while doing things or living life. No? Let's say you feel that I will become too relaxed, like I will become too joyful to respond to people. Then accordingly you can do more to take care of your responsibilities. You know? Like you are doing, let's say, spending 10 unit of your energy for some work, you can spend 20 unit of your energy for some. And you will have much more energy anyway. You will be joyful, relaxed in your being. So all the logic of the mind in support of not being who we are, not relaxing who we are, all of it is false. And absolutely false. We just have to see this. So I will never support this logic that okay, we cannot allow ourselves to be ourselves for any reason. I will not support it at all. It is true that you may face some challenge in responding to life from your relaxed state of being in comparison to the present state where you are not relaxed, let's say. No? Because you are, let's say, habitual, you have reflexes of responding to life from present state and you don't know if I will have those reflexes or ease of responding from the relaxed state, maybe. So this kind of challenge you may face. Be ready for it because it is worth actually. It is totally worth. It is more than worth actually. I tell you this. Relaxing into ourselves is so much more rewarding than just the joy, just the relax. No? That is just a beginning. We learn slowly here what is life, what is being alive, what is aliveness, what is existence. We know this and this is so much more exciting than anything we have experienced in life so far. Living life, no, living the aliveness of life is so much more exciting and continuously exciting, not just one time. This is a strange thing, that this aliveness that we feel as our own existence also. Its aliveness does not dim, does not wash away, does not fade away, does not wear off. It remains somehow, Like you feel that I am not changing actually, somehow my sense of existence, that what I am really is not changing. And it is so fresh, so exciting, so new all the time, It's a very strange experience really, in many ways. And it is amazing, amazing, amazing. Like you are coming to life in a way. You are becoming alive more and more and more. And this more is like going on, in a way. Like the more you are able to digest, the more alive you can become. A digest means like without breaking your functioning of as an individual, no? Like remaining balanced and how much you can digest, like this. It's like one solution for all the problems in a way. Like there is a confusion and, aliveness increases in you and that confusion is gone. A sense of fear and the aliveness increases in you is just gone. And you will realize that, oh, all of those things which I was suffering from, struggling with, confused about, they were just because there was less life in me, less aliveness in me. As the aliveness is more, they're just not there anymore. You know, they look like things look simple now. Things look easier now to handle. Like, oh yeah, it can be done, no problem. And slowly we will learn what is this aliveness, or who is this who is alive. You will be so surprised to know the mystery that you are, that we are. No, we are a mystery. We just not not noticing it. I sometimes really mm, feel like this. That what are you doing? Why don't you live yourself? So I would always separate these two things: taking care of life, balancing life, doing everything, and living ourselves. These are two separate things. In one sense, they are connected also in another way. You know? What do you feel? I tried to share this truth with you in so many ways. Did you feel inspired to live yourself now?
Yes, yes, I was inspired already last week. I was dancing all the time, and the energy was so high. And then when the energy is so high, then I can also at the same time feel the tiredness, but this true tiredness of the other thing, of living not in truth, and then at the same time I could feel this unbelievable like heaviness and tiredness in the evening that I did not feel in a long time. So like I could feel both. I am very inspired.
Oh, so that's very good then. Feeling tired at the body level or other levels, or as we know, there are different layers or kosh, no? And they all have this kind of functioning that they will feel tired, then they will need rest, and they will be rejuvenated after that. No? So it is part of how things are inside us, body, mind, emotion level, all the energy levels also. But there is something who we are, no, is constant. It's constant. It doesn't change. It doesn't become sick when we are sick, when our body is sick. No, it doesn't become less inspired when we have less energy. It doesn't become more inspired when we have more energy. No? Something constant. Our existence, our truth is constant. It is constant aliveness, constant inspiration. Let us recognize that also. It is something which is not used in daily life, in the activities, in anything and everything. That's why we don't notice it. That's why, even if it is very obvious, we miss it continuously. I would say pay attention to that also. That is the source of aliveness in the activities of body mind. Recognize the source, respect the source, live the source also. That constantness of our being is that source of energy at the body mind level. So both are there, energies are there, body mind level energy. They feel rejuvenated, then we do work, and then they feel tired also after that. But there is something inside us which doesn't feel ever tired or rejuvenated. It remains constantly same. But its taste is more like aliveness. Its taste is more like aliveness. Like alive, something is alive inside us. And it is just alive and all the time alive. If you give value to it, it will become the whole universe. And if we don't give value to it, it is reduced to something very small also. Something even just like a thought that, oh yeah, I know that there is something inside me. Oh no, I know that I am. No. It can be reduced to just a thought, or it can expand to the whole universe. If we give value to it, if we live, pay attention, live it right now. Yeah. So what to do to live this, our constant existence? or constantness of this aliveness, is that anything which is changing basically is changing in one way only. It is either increasing in aliveness or it is decreasing in aliveness. No? Either something is becoming more alive inside us or something is becoming less alive inside us. Just one thing is happening. So this is one category, ignore. Let us ignore everything which is growing in aliveness or decreasing. Ignore that. We don't need to pay attention to that. We don't need to fight with it. We don't need to be judgmental about it. But we just don't need to pay attention to it right now. You know? And it is important to recognize clearly that which is changing. Meaning its intensity of life is changing in it. No, inside us, the intensity of life is changing in things, feelings, thoughts, movement of energy. The intensity of life is changing in them. They are more alive, less alive. You know, it is important to recognize it. If you are with me right now, recognize it right now. Don't try to jump onto that which is not changing. Don't do that. Because otherwise that will again be our misunderstanding. We will not reach to the real being that is not changing. So let us regard simply what is changing right now. Like our physical body energies are kind of somewhere in the middle. Sometimes they will go a little down. Then again something interesting being shared and you feel again excited. So notice this, all of this. Without trying to reject it or change it. There is no need to change anything inside us. All these energies are actually like this. So let us respect their truth, accept their truth as it is. A thought comes full of life, very alive. When not given energy, it starts fading away. Like its life it starts decreasing. No, it starts becoming dead. You see what I'm saying? So things are taking birth inside us, and they are living and slowly dying. And notice that this is not what I have to pay attention to. This is what I have to ignore right now. But there is one thing which is neither growing in the intensity of aliveness, nor it is decreasing. Neither it is in this manner, neither it can be said alive, nor it can be said living, nor dying or dead. Something inside you which is neither dead, nor alive, nor living, and yet it is alive. We are living together right now, so feel this right now. Because it is simply true right now. In every one of us, there is one thing which is neither dead nor alive. And yet it is so alive. It is life. This is what is our this is what is our core. This is our core. No? Let us live our core being in the body, no? Right now. So the taste of our own being, core being, is not so much like the aliveness that we feel about thoughts, feelings, or any other energies. In comparison, it is more calm, kind of peaceful, there, but not so active. But also, it is not something which is changing, like dying or fading away. It is different in that way also. And as you will pay attention to it, like you will plug into it, a magic happens here. Then you will see its true power. Its true power. We will see its true power. What is its true power? Constant aliveness is its true power. And this constant aliveness is also constant wisdom, constant awareness, meaning constant ability to see also. Still awareness, still, witnessing. Everything is crystal clear from here. Everything is so simply clear from here. Whatever is inside us is so clear from here. So first thing is to recognize this, then to value it, live it, and slowly we will get established here in some way because this is our own truth. We just forgot in a way. We just got unhooked in a way. We got identified with something else in a way. And we will just get disidentified from that false identity into our truth. And this is very natural also, very relaxed also here. Because this is this is what we are. That's why it is very relaxing. It's very natural. Like it doesn't feel like we are doing something. It doesn't feel like we are trying to be something. That's what it means to live as the effortless being existence. No? There is no effort here. In the beginning, yes, there is. The effort is to disidentify from the false, to connect to the truth that we are. And once we start living, then there is no effort after that. I'm clearly feeling that we are able to live the truth now of our own being, which is not changing. And we are not discarding the truth of anything else also inside us, which is changing. No? So what is changing inside us is a form of life, a life given to it for a moment, and life fading away slowly, and this form is going to die, meaning it is going to merge in silence again, in the emptiness again. But there is something, we are that, who is neither rising nor falling, who is neither born nor dying. We are constant aliveness. This I am is that constant aliveness. No? This is what we are. No? So we are not against anything which is happening inside us, because that is temporary. Temporary means it is happening and disappearing, meaning life given to it, it takes form, then life goes away from it. Like either you have to keep giving life to it, then it will remain not in the same form but similar form. Still it will change but less, but still it will survive in a way. No? But if you don't give life to anything right now, you will notice the habit or our patterns, energetic patterns, are giving life to many things inside us. And they are fading away also. Like thoughts arising, thoughts fading away. Feelings arising, feelings fading away. This is what is happening. Life being given by us, by our unconscious patterns. Life is being given, created, and fading away. Don't do anything with that which is flowing, changing. Remain with that which is but not changing. Constant aliveness. This I am is constant aliveness. Always fresh. It's always fresh. Not changing and yet fresh. This is the miracle of life. We want change because we want freshness. This is not changing, and nothing is more fresh than this. Can you feel the freshness of this life that you are? No? We are this aliveness, we are this life. Why we feel that I am separate from the whole life or whole being, which also we call supreme being, because of the body, because of the attachment with the body, and the body looks like my body. When we feel this is my body, we feel this is my being also. We don't notice that. There is a being, not my being. There is existence, but not my existence. Can somebody live with me this truth right now? So even our own soul is not our soul. It is just the soul. It is not separate from the Supreme Soul ever at any point of time. It is so vast, so fresh, so constant, always there, always here. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice to talk to you, Anna.
Pranam ji. Ji, after retreat, everything is very nice, relaxing. But I feel some something I need to change still. I don't know. It is like burning or very
Burning?
like burning or hot. You can say. I want to change something. It's constant. This feeling is inside me.
You mean that desire is burning in you, that you want to change something, or there is some kind of burning which you want to change?
There is some burning I want to change.
And you want to change it?
Yeah.
Change this burning?
Yeah. Change. Yeah. How come it's changed? I don't know, but it's want to change.
Huh. So maybe look deeply, more clearly right now, that what it is, where it is, because there could be, let's say, some physical burning. Let's call it as simple as acidity in the body. There could be some burning at the energy levels, other energy levels inside us, and which need to be balanced and can be balanced also. You know? And there could be some burning which is deeper than energies even. So it is not that energies are hot, it is just the being is feeling some burning maybe. And the solution for each level will be different, no? So let us identify where exactly this burning is happening first.
Yes, yeah, I try to find also what is this, what is happening in, means I want to do, there is some doing is coming in inside me. I just look it at me, but I feel it is not burning that type of, I want to change in my spiritual, I don't know what is clear cut, I don't know, but it is not like that. I want to change in me, or but I feel it is deeper than this. All this you share me.
Meaning when you are living, when we were living right now, we were living the truth of our existence, and that time, was it able to pull you or keep you engaged in it? Is it like this?
I mean, it is constant with me. I can say.
Is it possible that you can you ignore it? Is it possible? Meaning, do you see the more attraction or value or beauty in your own existence that we were living together also? That you can ignore it? Is it possible like this?
I can say when I with you and we are meditating or guiding meditation is happening, that time I am relaxed and I did not feel that thing. But otherwise, it is constant with me.
Ah, and that's fine.
Even in satsang also.
Yeah, yeah. So that is fine. This is some. I would define it like this, and only you will know truly what it is, no. But I would look at it like this: that this can be something like a continuous vigilance inside you, that you don't want to miss the chance of knowing the truth of who you are in this life, that you don't want to fall in the traps of mind or ego, you know. So that whole, vigilance has got consolidated, like integrated into this one point of sense of burning, no? I would say like this, and this is only helping you. So it is not really in the way of anything. You don't have to attend it separately. But notice that when you are attending yourself, Does this burning relax? Because it should actually. If you are thirsty for long time, let's say, and you know that you have no idea when you will get water next time, that time when you have got water, even if this feeling or fear that I don't know for how long I will have to experience thirst again, this fear will still be there in the back of the mind, but still it will relax a little bit that time or not, because something connected to it being served right now, isn't it? So in the same way, when you start living your truth, your being, and this relaxes, then you can understand that this is clear then. If not, then there must be something connected in the mind also, and that must be cleared up by understanding. To let it surface or let it talk in your mind that, okay, talk to me, tell me what you are. No, like this. Let it talk to you and tell you what it is. You don't believe it, you just listen to it, no? But let it speak, no? Do you see what I'm saying?
Ji, this is the method. I can find it
Yeah.
out what is this.
Because when let's say you were hungry and you were eating food, and then something is still bothering you inside, then either the joy of eating food or happiness, the eating of the food bringing to you is so much that you will ignore it, or if you are not able to ignore it, better you attend it consciously what it is, no? Because then it is something important. Your being is trying to tell you that you did not bring your wallet today to the restaurant. Don't eat, don't touch the dish. Otherwise you will have to wash the dishes later on in the kitchen. Maybe. Just saying. I've not don't mean that your mind is going to give you this message, but so you know what I mean. Like for a sincere being who is sincere, interested, and integrated, like interested in truth, then what fear you can have to look at it? No? Look at it, what it is. Yeah, I think we are good.
Ji, can we look together right now and
Sure.
clear this thing?
Please tell me that how it is. Like right now, first of all, just for the contrast, feel your existence. Feel that joy of being. Joy of being basically means joy of existing. There is a joy in existing. There is a joy in being alive. No, feel that joy right now. Don't try to believe that there is a joy. Just to feel your existence. And let it be emptiness even if it feels like emptiness only, it's all right. This emptiness is going to reveal the deepest, most profound joy very soon. So your existence is that in which everything is felt or experienced, and everything is happening. That is what is being experienced by you. So that is your existence. So experience the space in which everything is happening. This is what it means to experience our existence in one sense, no? To begin with. And then it will deepen, no? Experience yourself, not what you are experiencing, which could be anything. So ignore whatever you are experiencing and turn your focus towards yourself who is experiencing. Another way, no? So you are done now. Are you experiencing right now? Because you have done this before also, during the retreat also last time, and after that also it has continued. So I'm sure that it will be easier for you now to come back to your existence. Oh yeah, I am. Now, let us look at that thing now. Now focus, try to bring, let that feeling be there now, that feeling of burning, something incomplete or something like this. No? Now let it surface now. Let it be lived by you now and see what happens. And then speak to me if it want to say something. Like if it has a voice, if it has a meaning, and then speak it. Like remaining very open and loving towards it. Otherwise it will close down again. Why it is closed? Because we are aggressive towards it, judgmental towards it. Oh, you are bad thing. How dare you are in my existence? But it is there in your existence. What to do? If you could remove it without doing anything, it could have gone already, no? But it did not go, no? So now time to do something different.
Gee, I feel, as you said, it is not fighting, or it is not bad, or it is loving way you can see. And I just feel it is like that feeling is disappearing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It will.
And suddenly it's like
Yes, yes.
coming down.
Because we don't know the law of energy, we have created so many feelings inside us just because of wrong handling, out of ignorance about the nature of energy. No? If you register to anything, even if it was just emptiness, there was nothing there. You have created something now, which is going to bother you. No? You know what I mean? Like you have packaged some kind of energy bomb inside you, which is going to explode one day, or which is going to fight back from inside, like push you. There is a very fundamental message in the Zen. Let any thought and feeling come in you, and let it go. Don't serve tea. Don't serve it tea. This is the fundamental message. Otherwise, when we serve tea means what? When we say that, hey, why this feeling is inside me? This feeling was not inside you. It was just passing through you that time. Now you have created a feeling that why this feeling is inside me. This feeling that why this feeling is inside me is in you now. And you will have to do something about it. Do you see the point? So we don't understand how things happen in the energy. And that's why if we can depend on the fundamental pointing given by the great beings to us, that they will help so much. You understand now? You are the being. When you stop, contract, shrink, you create something which you have to live inside you. If you remain expanded, relaxed, let what come, come, let what go, goes, you will remain in your natural state of being. Structures will still be there, personal, individual structures will be there, enabling us to live individual life also, which is a form of contraction and releasing, contraction and expanding, but it is more mechanical in a way, or energetic patterns. No? That is all fine. But you yourself will not be contracting or expanding. You will remain in one natural state, one state. No? Just this much. So I think it's good then. It's a good learning. There was nothing there. It's just that it looks so real if we don't handle it properly.
Gee, it is so easy to see and relax,
Yes,
and it
yes.
is hanging from some days in my system, and want to do something, or like.
Yes.
Yeah.
One time I remember one of the greatest pointing I got for me, which was most effective from Osho. It was that you be neither for nor against what is happening inside you. He said like, I was like, oh. Meaning he said this is the only way to be free from anything happening inside you. Because either we are for something or against something which is happening inside. And it clicked, actually, it clicked, and I noticed that it works really. And which does not necessarily mean that we don't want to work on it or we don't want to improve. That's okay. If you want to improve, like let's say, your hand has less power or your body has less strength and you want to have more strength in the body, that's okay, no? But neither for the weak state of energy of body, nor against it. Neither rationalizing that no, it is okay to be weak in the body, nor against it or judgmental about it that no, it is so bad. No, it is neither good nor bad, it is a fact. Learning the way of the being. The way of the being is to live fact as fact, without adding anything, without adding any judgment towards it, neither for nor against. And you will be surprised that you have started giving yourself freedom to be who you are now. Whenever you reject any fact, you reject yourself also as the truth that you are. The knower of the fact is the truth or not? You, the being, is truth who knows the fact. And if you reject the fact, you reject yourself. If you don't, you accept yourself also as you are. It's a very simple key, but it's most fundamental. I'm not saying don't change anything. Change as you feel. Whatever, body level, all the levels, to do whatever you feel better, whatever works for you, better. Like you may, on a lighter note, you may want to reduce your weight, body weight, no? But is it going to reduce the weight of the being that you are? Or if you try to lose weight of the body, is it going to be against knowing the truth of who you are? No, it's just irrelevant. Neither it is in favor nor against it. No? Do you see the point? This is the thing. Be simple like this and clear. Those who are simple, they are clear. No? It is essential to be simple, to be clear. Yeah, so then we are good now. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This may sound really very not so true. That by rejecting the facts, we are rejecting the truth of who we are. Try to look when in your own time, maybe also, and you will find it. How important, how true it is actually. Any assumption in the life is never one way. It is always two way. Any belief is always two way. No? Every belief about anything brings a return gift to ourselves also. But it is mostly not noticed. No? So technically, or you can say theoretically, if we don't believe anything, we are living as truth that time. No? But somehow we are not used to of living as that truth. We have been living as something else for a long time. No? And that's why it looks very different. And we mostly reject it or pass it, let it go. We don't value it enough. You know? I think good. Thank you. Thank you. Zoe, you want to talk?
Yes, Namaste Ji.
Ha. Namaste.
Yeah, I feel lots of grateful and appreciation that from last month's retreat you tell I am. Because till now I feel much more opening to hear you, to hear your song. I feel so deep, so deep. Thank you so much. Can hear you directly.
Okay, can you?
Can hear you
Directly.
directly.
Ah. It's just amazing. I feel it is such a blessing to come to a state like this where we can hear directly. No? Because in one sense, Zoe, I'm just saying one thing to everyone who comes here, that you are truth. And we are just not listening. We are saying, yeah, you are right. I heard that from other teachers also. So that's fine. Thank you, thank you. Can we talk about these problems? Like, can we talk about these solutions? Can we talk about, like we just drift away to something else, you know, and you are able to listen directly. No? While listening directly, that and I'm saying only one thing, that you are truth, you are being, you have started living the truth that you are now. No, so satsang is a method being used by existence to remind us of who we are, so that we can start living of who we are also. No, by reminding only, not technique, but just reminding. Every now and then, talk happens. This was this problem, this was that problem, this was this confusion, that, and then every now and then I will say, "You are the being." Oh yeah, I'm the being. You will remember suddenly for a moment. It's an energetic expression. It's not a mental expression being shared here. No, that hey, you are the being. Oh yeah, I know I'm the being. No, the feeling is there. The experience of being is here when it is said that you are the being. And that when lived by you, you remember. Oh yeah, that's true. My God, how for how long I missed this truth. Very, very good. Thank you.
Yes, Ji, I feel now just only I am. It's not someone else anymore. Just only here.
It's so beautiful. It's so pure, actually. It's so pure. And it's very different also than how we live in the person state. In the person state, we need to have a reference to who we are all the time in the form of a thought, which is always connected to some story, like what happened or what is going to happen. No? And other people are to be there also. So we are never independently knowing who we are. Zoe, now you are knowing independently who you are, without connecting or putting yourself into the story, characters that you have played, roles that you have played, or the other people also. Like without, any relation with anyone. But this is how our existence or truth is known, no? Independently. So knowing ourselves as a person basically is knowing ourselves in relation to the roles that we have played, people that we have met, and what they call us, or what they have called us, or what they have said to us or about us. No, all together like this. No? The essence of it is what we take ourselves to be, and that is what looks like being a person. But all this while we are there, no? This who we are, who is there, this is being, no? And it is defining itself through the story, through the roles it has played continuously. And now that, as well, you are not defining yourself based on that. You are ready to play the role every day, and you are going to play the role every day as life brings to you whatever is suitable and whatever is, whatever you feel inspired to play. But you have started learning to know yourself separate from the role, the life flow, the activities, the actions and responses and everything. No? It's beautiful, I feel. No? It's so beautiful.
Thank you, Ji, to bring me here because you inspire me a lot.
It's very natural for me. I naturally feel inspired to inspire others for knowing that they are truth. No? Very, very nice. It is worth the effort, worth the time that we spend together.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Ji.
And I think you are more simple-minded, Joey, in terms of learning spiritual things. No, you have not learned so many things in the mind. That's why it is easier for you, no, to recognize the truth of our own existence. Otherwise, we have so many confusions in the beginning. That so, am I going to become the being? Am I going to unbecome the person? No, neither you are going to become the being nor you are going to unbecome the person. None of it. You're just going to wake up a little bit. Yeah. Because neither we have become the person nor we have, we have to become the being again. No, we don't have to become anything. We have to live who we are, not that become anything. We are just not accepting this truth in a way. No? And living the truth of who we are is possible right now. And it doesn't require really a method. It requires only allowing acceptance. Value also. That how it is valuable to live myself. And then we will. Or no, it is not so valuable. I have many problems. Like I know one day I can live who I am, but I have to solve many problems. So Rajee is okay, thank you. But no, today is not for me. No. We may feel like this, which is also fine. Because how long you can save yourself from living the truth of who you are? No? We are trying our best to not live the truth of who we are. And once this is understood, then what we do? We just sit and do nothing. And we call it core meditation. Just sitting and doing nothing. We need no effort to live who we are because we are that all the time. But because we are doing continuously something, not something without any meaning or story or purpose or intention. No, with intention, with story, with purpose. Like we are engaged with that purpose, story, outcome and everything. That we are not able to notice our own existence. No? When we now sit quietly, we will like, okay, I will not do anything now. When we truly don't do anything, we naturally experience our own existence. Is it something like a great achievement? In one sense, not at all. Is it something like, it is not worth? No, it is so very worth everything. It is so simple in itself, our own existence. So simple that we don't notice even. We don't even give value to it. In the marketplace of great voices and that shine of the mind. Where it is life, it is truth. We are truth, we are life. All the time. Living in a dream of being someone. Doesn't matter what we call it. But effectively not living ourselves. Meditation, core meditation is not a way of dealing with the dream. It is a way of dropping out of it into our natural state of being. What we call awakened state is our natural state. If you can hear me right now, no? What we call our normal state right now is our dream state or our sleep state in which we are dreaming. From that perspective, our natural state looks like a awakened state. It is not. It is just how we are normally, naturally. Existing, but not having any pride about it. You know? No pride, proud, not feeling proud of existing, but rather feeling, blessedness, gratitude that I exist. And I have no idea why I exist. I don't remember signing up a form or requesting anything about it. I just, you know, like I have no reason to, I have no background of why I'm so blessed, why I'm so blissful, why I'm truth. I have no idea, you know, who started, who did all of this. That's why the you know the gratitude and simplicity. You know. So you remain like this, very simple and true. Everything that need to be understood in life, you will understand everything. All the fundamentals of life, basically, they will be so simply understood by you. They can be understood by our wisdom of the being only, not by the wisdom of mind. Wisdom of mind can try to guess only. No. Thank you, thank you. So very good, Ji. Thank you, beloved. Very, very happy to explore this truth with you, live this truth with you. I feel hmm, the power of the togetherness in satsang also is something very important. When we come with the same intention to live the truth, we get so much support, then then we can understand actually right now. In one sense, we don't really need so much of understanding of the mind. We need more inspiration. In some way that someone can inspire me that yes, it is something very valuable to live the truth. Or can we live truth together? Oh yeah, let's live. That's what is satsang, let's live truth together. Talking is necessary or discussion happens because we are confused, meaning we are stuck in the mind. We are not confused in the sense that what is what, but we are confused in the sense that unless this confusion is resolved, I cannot do anything else right now. In that way. We are not confused in the mind, we are stuck in the mind. Why we are stuck, we must find out. The only logical, explanation about it is that we are identified with the mind. Meaning we are not seeing our truth, we are not seeing the value of living our truth or living from our truth. We are just saying that the only way to live anything is through mind. This is what is identification. I really want to say again and again simple things like this, that find yourself some time in the day when you are free and you are just want to enjoy a cup of tea. Focus on your body, feel your breath, then feel your cup of tea, feel your existence. And just keep feeling these things or one of these things at it, nothing else. And you will have the best tea of your life. You will be that existence, that life, having a cup of tea. You will feel so amazing, like how simple it is and how blissful. And once you know the key, you can replace it with water or something, because having too much tea also maybe you will feel acidity or like this. So don't do that. Because we did this with butter also. I have tried this. It works with butter also. It does actually, because it's not about what we are drinking, meaning whether chai or water. Is it that are you drinking yourself or not with every sip? No? And we can actually, we can drink our own being, our own presence with every sip. Can it not be a form of meditation in a way, or a deep spiritual practice or effort? Isn't it? Is it not going to be so rewarding? Like the very cup of tea becomes a medium through which we experience ourselves in a way. And then we experience the cup of tea more deeply because we are able to experience ourselves deeply. And then we experience ourselves more deeply when we experience the cup of tea more deeply. And it becomes a beautiful circle of experiencing ourselves. Otherwise we think, try to recognize, try to find out. Sometimes maybe we don't succeed so easily. This can be a simple physical, apparently a physical starting point for the non-physical being that we are, to come to the non-physical being that we are. Yeah, is it possible or no? But I do understand the challenges of beings who are living in the mind. I do understand that. Meaning, because I have myself experienced it, that's why. That when we are living in the mind, we feel, okay, this is very nice, all sweet and shining, but what to do after that? We feel like this. Like where to go after that? We feel like this. This is one of the key point I feel. When we are living in the mind, we always have to decide like where to go next after that. When we are living in truth, we don't actually. When we are living in truth, we are something made of two aspect. one which is constant and constantly there, alive, one which is flowing and changing. You know what I mean? Like both at the same time. It's an amazing, amazing combination. The constantness works like the center, you know, for the movement of energy, thought, feeling, work, life, everything. No? Amazing. It's amazing model. Thank you. Our own existence is not a thought really, or dependent on thoughts, no? That whether you think that I exist or not, that then only you will exist, no? It's not like this. Or is it? Whether you think that you exist or not, you continue existing or not. I'm just trying to highlight that how much dependent we are on thinking. Like we have not discovered any other way of connecting to life except thinking. No? However, there are ways, like the way of the being is what comes to my mind immediately. How about way of the being? And way of thinking is very useful in the practical life, for example. Everybody thinks, so we cannot connect with them if we don't think, so it's okay. But there's no need to think all the time, no? Or is it necessary to think all the time? If we think all the time, I feel it is mainly because we are living through thinking, defining ourselves through thinking, and defining life through thinking only. We have not started defining ourselves directly through who we are, direct experience of who we are. No? So please, anybody talk anything, if you. Peter, you want to talk?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
It's listening. It's hard to want to speak because what I'm observing in the satsang, connecting as much as I can in the moment, is seeing these tendencies of being so much in the mind, and it's really like it's like being a tourist, like it never really can get comfortable. It can never really it's so
Yes, yes.
it's like a stray dog trying to come into the house, and it just can't get into the house. And then in listening to you and coming into this very immediate moment when you shared to, it's it's just I see it's like there's like the shadow of the mind that wants to get something, and it's just like there's this like it's like out of just like a faulty idea of being able to, because it's like it's like there's all this conditioning of like, eureka, I've got it. And like, no, he can't, that one that wants to prance around like he's got it, no, he'll be outside again trying to get his way in. Yeah. And it's just, I guess what I'm getting at is it's this observing that it's something that it demands it demands a willingness to embrace the innocence and the simplicity. It's really like this innocence, yeah, like something needs to come back to this innocence of and getting comfortable with like not knowing where anything's gonna go. Like this one that wants to plan and like he's just nothing but trouble. Like no matter what plans, it's just he's just always never any real sweetness. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, I understand what you're saying.
but I recognize, you know, it seems to be like there's like I'm trying to, I guess, what's the word here? I'm trying to, I guess, confirm with myself the correctness in my observation of yeah, it seems like I'm trying to admit to my innermost self of like, yes, stop going with the thing that's very aggressive, thinking he's gonna, you know, like, it's an energy, yeah. It's like there's like this long historic tendency that something like this aggressive energy is gonna really, and it's like no, that thing is gonna melt down versus become more. Like that becoming more doesn't produce any real rich satisfaction.
Yes.
And it's more coming back to this innocence where then I can truly connect back to what's available to connect to, and to then appreciate the gratitude of being able to connect to the life again.
Yes. I have this inspiration, you know, to share something with you. Is like this, that what you are talking about is like being lost in the detailing or expansion, which is horizontal more, like this, and somehow now trying to stop little bit or trying to go deep in something which we are doing right now, which is, let's say, more vertical dimension of life, which consists of the depth and the heights of the same thing. Not many things, not different things, but the same thing, more deep, more high, in a way. And this vertical approach works like an antidote to be free from the horizontal. Horizontal in this case is like being too much lost in the thinking, let's say. Not the physical actual expansion of the existence, but more how we take it to be. So that this vertical dimension, like you know, living, let's say, this cup of tea more deeply, doing pottery, let's say, or on the beach or anything, you know, like gardening or anything, any work we do, just being more into it, can work like a way to withdraw ourselves from that. But over the period, what I found, because I thought that height and depth is what we are. What I found was that no, it is not true. We are not even the height and depth of the vertical. We are something else. We are free from that also. But to know who we are, we need to be free. This is important. Not only we need to be free from the vertical, the thoughts, but also we need to be horizontal. No? Not only we need to be free from the horizontal expansion, the thoughts, but also we need to be free from the depth of experiencing also. Because we get attached to this also later on. In the beginning, it is fine to be like using it as a method to, you know, unhook ourselves from there. But if the tendency to remain attached is there, we will get attached to this also. So use it as a way to be free from that. But somehow in the back of the mind, keep the vigilance alive very much. That I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to enjoy the depth of experiencing now in life. Because it is very satisfying really to you know, feel something. And you were saying that I don't know if I am making sense or not. No, I very much understood what you were saying based on my own direct experience also. I know what you are saying. And now, after crossing these both these levels of horizontal and vertical, I felt inspired to tell you that none of them is home. Actually, horizontal is the expansion of the vertical only. In the here in Indian spirituality we call a center centers are vertical. Horizontal is the expansion of that particular center we call body, like this. And it is very good explanation actually. But neither the center nor the body. I am something else. I am who lives in them. I am something who lives in them. You are that actually. And when I say I mean you. So use it well. Don't be typed basically. Don't be neither typed too horizontal or too vertical. Be free from being typed. Flexible, like be flexible. At your own will when you want, go in the detailing or remain centered to this moment. And that's not going anywhere. Not doing anything else. Then only you will know who you are truly beyond both. Because you are neither that which is moving horizontally, nor that which is moving vertically, nor that who is still. You are something beyond all. You are something which cannot be described really, but can be experienced and known so much more simply. I just felt inspired. Thank you, beloved. Very nice listening to you and sharing with you. Thank you. It feels very nice, to be here to live this truth with all of you. Thank you, beloved. All of you, very very nice. No? Every meeting also, retreat also, and Saturday meeting also, I feel always surprised, by your presence. How much ready we are to live the truth, continuously. Like we become silent and then we continue living the truth. We talk and we live the truth also. It's just so amazing. I just am appreciating your presence in this meeting. Thank you for that.
If you feel like, and if time permits, I feel we started with a song of the heart, and maybe it would be nice to share some more. Thank you.
Heart does not really know other. It doesn't know the other. Meaning for it, the other doesn't exist really. So heart is kind of singing this song to itself. No, it is not really finding the other somewhere. No? Or what appears to be the other is not felt like other to it, to the heart. You know. Like you are the other to me as much as I take myself to be myself. No, limited to myself only. If I don't take myself to be limited to myself, or I don't define myself, I just live my existence, no, without defining. Yet somehow in my existence, not that you become part of my existence, I become part of the existence in which I also am, you also are. No, like this. Like I become free from my limited existence into the very big existence in which I exist and you exist. And it's really a much simpler thing than we think. If we think about it, obviously it's very difficult. Meaning it's not possible to understand. So the song of the heart basically is a sharing of the heart to itself, not to anybody else. Meaning it is not finding anybody else. It is finding so many beings here in the like so many forms in which the being where same being is living. No? And I would like to say this as many times as you will invite me that there is only one being living in all the forms we are here right now. Our variety is very different, like our flavors are so different. No? But it is not really something bad that we are different. It is the very way existence want us to be different. Or it want to experience, the being want to experience itself differently, no? In the form of me, in the form of you. I am not more being than you are not less being than me. Maybe you know less about this truth. But that doesn't, you know, mm, that doesn't stop my heart, you know, from flowing my love towards you. No? It just continues. The Song of the Heart is always a declaration of truth, and it is a invitation to live that truth right this very moment. No, putting aside the techniques and the understandings and the waiting for anything. Let's let's live the truth right now because it is so very much available right now. Like let's do everything else later. You know, like let's understand truth later. Let's live it right now. Like this. In the song of the heart, we all of us again become, uh, in a way, ordinary, but true. You know, like we become in a way what we are really all the time. You know? Like it's the seeing. The view of the heart is very different. It is not saying that there are some problems to be solved. It is not saying that there are things to be fixed. It isn't saying there is life to be lived. The being that we are. So in the song of the heart, the view is so different actually. There is no teacher, no student, there is no one who is stuck, no one who will become free also. So this is not a answer to a question. This what is being shared is not an answer to a question. It is maybe more like a rain for thirsty soil, no? Like an answer of the thirst maybe. So what to do? Like, what is the ritual? Like, what is the system? When the rain happens, when I'm thirsty, what method I should use to? Any method is fine, but make sure that you drink. No, that's the only thing important here. No, you know what I mean? There was a beautiful story we have heard so many times that one Sufi saint said that I had many guru whole my life. I learned from everyone. One of my guru was a dog. He said like this. I was walking in the summer, very hot, and I felt very thirsty, and there was a pond, and I used to carry my begging bowl, and a dog was also walking with me, and he also was thirsty, and he found the pond at the same time when I found it, and he looked at the pond, and he just jumped into the pond, and he had water also. He had a swim nicely, cooling down his. And I looked at my begging bowl. I said, "This is so not okay." I threw my begging bowl that day. He said like this. I also jumped into the pool. So there are no methods for the thirsty. Thirst is the question in a way. Water is the answer in a way. No? They match, they meet, they merge, and they disappear into one. They become one thing. Like as if the wisdom and the playfulness, divine playfulness of the Lord has divided itself into two, and they are just searching for completion, and they just come together, and they just become one again. And as soon as they become one, both disappear, both lose their separate entity or existence. So, in the direction of knowing the truth, we feel I am a ego, I am a separate self, and there is some self inside me, and I'm going to meet that, and I'm going to become the self. No, we will become something like a third, something third. The self that we feel is inside us, the self that we see is inside us from the point of view of the individual self is not the real self. That will also disappear along with the separate self. Truth will remain now, which is neither the self as we thought or experienced, nor the separate self as we lived or experienced. Something else, truth. So we need to slowly prepare ourselves in a way, make ourselves ready for truth in a way. We are more in an incremental mode, progressive mode mostly, that from the person to the self. We are more in that attitude, I'm saying. Not that there is not a journey or awakening from the person to the self, but that attitude is like this, that let me convert my personhood into the selfhood. We have that kind of attitude. We are not open for truth. We are more, for my truth. My type of truth in a way. And this is the funny thing I noticed, that if somebody can accept their deepest suffering inside, I'm saying, not the physical or anything, but deepest suffering in the soul, as it is, that okay, let me face the truth of it. It's just not found there. The taste of existence or truth is felt, which is joy, which is beauty. But beauty beyond our definitions or understandings or expectations or, imaginations about it. We are not going to find a beauty inside us. In the beginning we do what we call spiritual experiences or glimpses. In the moments where we are able to live as ourselves, we call it, I experienced truth. We did not experience truth that time. We became truth actually. But one day we will discover that I am that beauty. Our existence, what we are made of, is that eternal beauty. which is reflected in everything actually. And we think that, oh, this is beautiful. You know, everything that we see, experience is just a mirror in which our beauty is being reflected. And we think that that is beautiful. No, that is not beautiful. You are beautiful. You who is looking at it. You know, just be a little more still and present, and you will discover that, oh my God, it is just a mirror. Everything of life is just a mirror in which I'm being reflected. My truth, not my personhood. There is no such thing as personhood anywhere in that way. You know, like this formless truth that we are is being reflected into all the forms through which we experience anything or in which we feel some experience is happening. So thank you. I feel nice. Thank you for this invitation. So very, very nice to meet all of you. There are some messages. Let me see. Acha, there is one message from Deva. So much gratitude, Rajee ji. Only if this way of looking was a part of our life as we were growing up. Ha, ha, ha. I cannot really say anything about it because I'm not finding fault in this creation of the beloved. I'm not able to find a fault, meaning I'm really very critical mind. My mind is very critical, like it is a mind of a critic, and I have not found yet now. Meaning before I used to find mistake everywhere, but now I'm not able to find a fault in this existence. That no, in the childhood, if we had learned this, that would have been better. No, it would not be better. I would say like this. No, it was perfect the way the childhood was. It is perfect the way it is now, and it will be perfect the way it will be tomorrow. We are not given job to make life beautiful. We are given only job to open our eyes and live the beauty that is unfolding. It really is like this, beloved. I just am in that kind of state right now, so I'm just very directly telling you. Opening our eyes is what is waking up, not creating anything. Opening our eyes and seeing that everything has been flowing so perfectly. Thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you.